Hello, everybody. Uh, a lot of going on, right? Let's not joking about it, but you may feel this upcoming energies, these upcoming situations. I was looking at more a little bit in advance the energies today, a little bit study for what's coming in, what's going on. December 7th during the hours between 11 p.m. and midnight. That's going to be when the full moon is going to be in Forest, close to the 11th hour, 11:09, 11:10, 11:11 situations. We are going to have a movement within the sky that we are going to meet there at the full moon. There's going to be a midheaven, Mars, and the moon. But currently, we have this meeting that is between the moon, the Neptune that is right now is going to get us to the shadow period of going direct. He is just stopping. He's not going retrograde. He's not going, even though it shows up that he's in retrograde motions still for it. But in the next time, from now into the full moon, pretty much, we are going to have this experience of this fog, clouds, like I've seen, but at the same time, there is a different energy. So I want to talk to you. It is seen through the fog, seeing through mysteries, seeing a mystery situations from within you. Weird coincidences, weird things, visions from past life, past situations. They are going to be very increased within the next week, and so on. So be pay attention within this from now, this first quarter moon, into the full moon situations that's going to be in Gemini. Look from within you. What is the fogginess? What is the clear things that you didn't see before? Clear situations that you didn't see before? You have any repeating situations in life? Possibly yes, possibly no. Do you have a mystery situations in your life? I think so. You do. You may not feeling it because you're not seeing it because of the fog. But when you go through the fog, you have this power within your soul to get into these energies. Today, specifically, they're going to turn it on in the next few days. You are going to be getting your strength within your soul to gain this. In the life, that is it, the moment when your soul decides to come into earth. Uh, that is it, when you lose your visions, when you become the forgotten. You may feel abandoned, you may feel isolated, you may feel things from within you, but the moon is going to energize Jupiter. That is the growth to give you the strength from within you to fire this within yourself. But be careful with the strength because sometimes the strength breaks things, not evolving things. So there's going to be need a lot of internal balance. And it's going to come in the next few days. All right, guys. So the hours that you need to pay more attention today is currently within me here. It is a 1 p.m. That is at the time when the ascendant, the moon, and Neptune and Jupiter are coming together. You will see these visions. You will get to these visions. You will see all these situations from within you at 5 p.m. The ascendant and Mars, they're going to be together. You're going to see the visions of what it's coming in with this Mars situations inside. 7 p.m. midheaven, the moon, Neptune, and Jupiter coming together. You are going to be dealing with this cloudy visions. You're going to be dealing with this, and you're going to be looking at through sea, through the fog. What is on the other side? What is it if I cross the bridge? What if I cross these lines? What if I have to go within me? I have to do something I never done before. When I will fear the fog, or I will cross in there, I just have to look where in the current present moment. So some of you is going to feel this awkward energies facing your fears. And of course, you have a fear when you're driving through the fog or walking through the fog because you don't know what it's in front of you, right? But if you look closer, there is something that at some point this fog is going to get clear. The thing is going to get clear, but you have to go through the mystery of the fog from within you. So let's go today with what's going on in the skies, guys. So as I said, be careful with those current hours there. So at 7 o'clock, the energy is going to be kind of like the energies you went probably in the bed, because if you look at it before bed, the ascendant was in Virgo. Now you're waking up with the midheaven in Virgo. So that's what they said, what you're going to wake up, go to sleep. That's what you're going to wake up with. You guys heard that? Now you know the energies wise, like this astrology wise. Midheaven, it's in 26 degrees. There is a square towards Lilith, Mars. The ascendant is together with the authority, with the sun. And all this intensified energies, how you handle them, how you work within the intensity, because it is more than you feel like you can take it. Yes, the fog is more bigger than you. Where that fog is coming, though? That fog is coming from the cloudy visions of Neptune that is in Pisces, together with the moon that it's opposing within midheaven. Yes, some things are not clear. Some things you have to dig in. Some things are not the way they are look. Some things you need to be required a different way of vision, different way of life, different way of growth. And that growth is coming because Jupiter is about to cross two areas. It is about to be reborn, you to be reborn from within. But before you're reborn, you're getting the intuition within you. And that's what this is going to happen when at the moon, it's going to be moving into areas. You're going to get the informations, you're going to get your intuitions is going to be talking to you to see all this. And since the moon is going to be going into Aries, be careful there, because we are going to be have this initial fire, but careful with the fires in there, because the moon it is giving you this fire spark within yourself. There's going to be a beautiful trine with the sun begins. This is going to be a fire sign, and that it's going to be a lot of fire coming in. Chiron, it is in trine with the authority. And that Chiron with the moon that is going to be happening in there is going to help you from within. But it is about you to look through this fog and move on. Move through the things that it is like the veil of the forgotten. You have to forgotten things, or you're finding the mystery of the forgotten things. Why did you came here on earth? So 8 o'clock, the midheaven goes into Libra. The situations are getting better. There is a beautiful divine energies from Uranus. In that point, there is a beautiful trine with Mars and Saturn. Lessons learned, right? Everything is squared. Good. You're taking authority within yourself. You picking up yourself. You see that authority is fighting with the warrior within you, but the warrior is like, I gotta be in divine mode. I destroy so many things in my life. Now I have to dig from within me. I need to look at the situations with the feminine side of the energy within me. I need to have different communications within me. That's what this oppositions is. But the ascendant is also there. So you, from within yourself, you see this masculine fight of the energies that is going to come. You want to fight. But the problem with you choosing the fighter from within you is always fighting something. The question is you to understand you're the warrior from within you to evolve, not the warrior to fight, and continually looking for something to fight for. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of realizations with this, because the ascendant, it is 20 degrees of Sag. Be mindful that at some point this oppositions of Venus, of Mars, and the Moon can create a lot of emotions. You're not seeing things, and you're creating problems that they don't exist. because of the fog. Okay, or you're just sitting on one spot and waiting for the fog to pass. No, you have to walk through the fog one way or another. So at 9 o'clock, the midheaven moves to Libra. Beautiful trine there with Lilith, but there is beautiful divine energies of the growth. You're growing the divine relationships, and you know that this growth, this walking through that fog, is gonna make you more stronger. You will face your fears. You will face the things inside of you. And right now, there is no growth. Why? Because Venus and Mars are fighting each other. What kind of growth you want to expect within this? There is no growth. It requires something else. It is requiring rebirth. It is require relationships. It is require partnership, not fight. And that's what there is no growth. But the only thing that needs to grow from within you is the understanding about relationships. A lot of you may be going through this process of understanding the relationships. That ascendant is at 4 degrees of Capricorn during this time, is squaring this Jupiter. You feel like even if you do the work, it's not going to work because you still have the fights within yourself. There is lack of balance within the energies. We're talking about the energies within you, but also the energies that currently are in here of the gravitations. And that's what these energies, you need to understand that. What are you fighting for? What are the fight is for? What is all this within yourself? Once you find a peace within yourself, then the peace is going to come in someplace else. It's going to have an effect of everybody. So at 10 o'clock, midheaven is at 13 degrees of Scorpio. Familiar energies, shadow work. Yes, it is. And guess what? Midheaven is entwined with the moon and Neptune. They're totally together right now at 22 degrees of Pisces. Okay, but now there is a ascendant is at 19 degrees of Capricorn, and is a divine energies towards Mars and Lilith. Those two working together, they're bringing the situations within. See what you need to missing, what you need to do. Too much aggravations, too much physical attractions, deceptions, or the intimacy will solve the situation. A lot of growth within that point because the midheaven it is in Scorpio, but the midheaven opposing Uranus in the North Node, and we are all sick of these energies. I know you're not the only one. Okay, you're not the only one in this case. But looking at within these energies right there, Neptune, it is in a beautiful, Neptune and the moon, they're in a beautiful sextile with Pluto. And it's about transformations also with the ascendant. So you will see that these new energies are coming into you, but you got to look at these energies. You are going to be working it later on from within you. 11 o'clock, midheaven at 28 degrees of Scorpio. There is a yacht with Lilith. Why did the Lilith gain a yacht but nothing else? Why were these intimate situations? What is surrounding within me? Is the Lilith wants to control everything, or I have to transform Lilith within me? Choice is yours. What are you going to pick that up? Lilith turns direct person. She's going to move back into Cancer, something from friendships to a family. Some of you may be called to this process by using Lilith to create these friendships going into a family. Or maybe you have the idea about this, maybe situations is within this. What do you have in Gemini there in the last 10 degrees of Gemini? What is it that? Or the first 10 degrees of Cancer. What is that all about, these situations from within? Midheaven, though, is in the beautiful trines with Neptune and the moon and Jupiter. You will see through the fog, you will see through the clouds, you will see within all this that is being hidden. The truth, it's coming out. That's why the authority there, which is the sun at 9 degrees, it is right now within these energies from within you. Like, I don't have the authority. I'm missing the authority. What happened to my authority? Because the sun is only one aspect. That is the oppositions with Mars. The warrior within you. You're fighting the authority within yourself, but you might fighting the authority with other people that are around you. So be mindful not to go to fights. It's not going to help you, especially this moon situations that clouds your visions from within. So at noon, the midheaven is at 13 degrees of Sag, additional oppositions towards Mars. It adds more into this inner fight of the authority, more situations, but midheaven have divine energies towards Uranus. Currently, we don't have those energies, but when the sun is going to move in the next 4 or 5 days, which is we are going to have this divine energies over the authority, and your authority is going to be working within the divine. But after you see the mysteries first, and that's what the moon right now in Pisces talking about, this mysteries from within your own self. The ascendant is at 29 degrees of Aquarius. It's a beautiful trine with Lilith. Lilith is 27 degrees of Gemini. Is about to get over the hump to Cancer, but she is squaring the moon. She's squaring Neptune, and she's squaring Jupiter. Is a Lilith gives you a shadow sign from within yourself. So there is going to be a lot of revaluations with all these energies. Be mindful about it, but use the inner peace. Walk through the fog and see what that fog does in you. Maybe you are the fog itself. You are in this foggy situation. Look inside of your internal world. So at 1 o'clock, yeah, the things are getting more intense. Midheaven is at 26 degrees of Sag and opposing Lilith and Mars, squaring the ascendant, Jupiter, the moon, and Neptune. Ooh, you're in the center of this fog, or you think you are. No, you're not. You just have visions about what's coming in the next 4 or 5 hours. You see all this energy, you feel this energy, because when a midheaven goes in the top of the moon, you're going to be having this triangle, which is called T-squaring. That is a two squares with an oppositions, but that is called T-square in the astrology. It's very funny that today I was looking at the old astrology signs and the way that they show it up and draw that symbol of the T-squaring, and there is a one triangle with things inside. I was like, you don't know what the astrology is science and how they did the aspects back in the days. I'm talking about 1400s. It's amazing to see all those kind of like hieroglyphs, writings. But they're all astrology for it. It's beautiful, beautiful to see them. They're not looking like today's. I mean, still, the planets are the same, but the rest of the stuff, the aspects, they were very kind of like interesting to me. But what's going to happen is this energy, it is going to be coming to the moon about 5 p.m. So during this time, okay, for we are going to have midheaven at 7 o'clock. We are going to have a midheaven that is going to be going to that exact precise moment of where the ascendant is now. So you're going to see a visions of things that you are going to do later on. You see the one side of the conflict, but now you are going to be within the conflict of this intense energies within yourself. So you're going to have a little preview. How's it look on the other side? That's going to be at 5 p.m. That is going to be the time when the ascendant is going to be on Mars, and the midheaven is going to be where the moon is together now with the ascendant. So that's kind of like a help from the divine energies, so you can have a preview of what it's coming towards you. What is it at? So if you look at it and you're all mad about the fog, you're gonna missing something important. You're going to missing this beautiful, beautiful transformations processes of the sextile between Pluto, Neptune, Moon, Ascendant, and Jupiter all together. So don't be mad at the fog. The fog is just a condition. Go through it to transform yourself. So at 2 p.m., the energy is changing, kind of like the sunshine rising. You're doing some work. You doing situations, divine work. Mid-Kevin is at 10 degrees, 44 minutes in Capricorn. Beautiful trine with Uranus in the North Node. The ascendant is at 19 degrees of Aries. There is a beautiful trine towards Venus and Mercury. You look at it for talks, communications, situations that are coming in right now. But still, this authority within you is stuck. Something is stuck within yourself. Still want something to fight for it. What are you going to fight for it? The authority, which is the sun, is at 9 degrees of Sag, and it's opposing the 18 degrees of Mars. So as they look at it like this, Mars is returning, the sun is coming forward. That energy of this authority towards Mars, it is like the king has to win over the warrior. But if the warrior is mad, kills the king. What are you going to be doing from within yourself? So there's going to be this internal conflict revelations for you. You are going to see this because that is the inner work you may have to face from within yourself in the next few days. All right. Okay. 3 p.m. Midheaven is together with Pluto, and that is showing you this missing mysteries in there that you have. You need to understand Pluto is responsible about the mysteries within you because through mysteries you are transformed. Certain changes are coming from Uranus, but the mysteries of this, all of a sudden you're like, poof, there is something mysterious. You see mysterious signs, mysterious situations, mysterious forms, informations. All of a sudden, wherever you go, you see things, you feel things. A lot of the people are going to begin to be awakened with these mysteries. They're going to be awakened from seeing through the clouds, through the fogginess of the material world to discover spirituality. That what people should not have to miss right now. It's a great awakening through a tough, rough situations. That's what these energies are coming right now to show us the truth. That's what the Sun, Venus, and Mercury and Sag to show you the actual truth in life. So the ascendant is it with the North Node, and that's squaring Saturn. Karmic lessons, yes, there are karmic lessons in there, and those karmic lessons. Oh, excuse me. Those karmic lessons is about you to transform, you to transform within you, you to really transform. How do you transform? You transform through Saturn, the learning lessons, these energies. You get that before. You know these energies. But take times to learning how to navigate through the fog from within you. And that's how it is. The focus of the ascendant with the North Node, that is the one thing. Live within the current present situations right now. Okay? Oh, Maria Richards, Lisa, thank you. Thank you for coming in. 4 p.m., the moon, it's now disengaged from Neptune. That energy of cloudiness, it may just gets little bit kind of like a sunshine. You know, when you walk through the thick parts, then all of a sudden it becomes less dense, the fog. So is the clouds. Okay, so you may see a little changes with in this hour. The ascendant is at 2 degrees of Gemini. It's going to be opposing the authority, but midheaven it's at 9 degrees of Aquarius. So the authority is going to be looking to take a new road, new informations, new situations within, because the authority all it sees the fight. What are you going to fight for it? No, you don't have to fight. You have to look. Look in the places you never seen before. Where is your authority came from? What was the authority did? What was the situation was? What was the lessons? What is those mysteries there from within yourself? Things that you didn't look before within yourself. You have to take the new road. Take the leap of faith from within you. So 5 p.m. Here it comes at 5 p.m. The ascendant is with Mars. Focus is in the warrior. What is the warrior will do? Is the warrior going to be learning the lesson, or the warrior is going to decide to go ahead and fight, or the warrior is going to be go ahead and exile, or the warrior is going to take all the situations, destructions, and so on to destroy more. He's going to go fight more within the feminine energies and so on and so on. Are you done? Are you done? Don't do actions out of anger. That is going to cost you your inner peace to the rest of your life. So during this time, though, there is a beautiful midheaven with Saturn. That is about you take a new, different actions than that you did before. That is going to be because midheaven and Saturn, they are both in a sextile with Mercury and Venus, but they are in trine with Mars. Through the teachings, through the secret teachings, through the mysteries from within you, you're going to learn about this balance where you are imbalanced, or when you put in situations that all your life is out of balance between Venus and Mars. You are going to learn and grow from this to outgrow the current present situations. It's a beautiful energy, but you need to look and focus within you. 6 p.m. midheaven goes into Pisces. The ascendant is at Cancer. It's beginning to tell you that the intense energies are coming towards you. Things in the family maybe not looking good. You're looking at to the moon. The moon, it says like, I'm squaring you, even though that I'm, in these situations. But the ascendant is at 3 degrees of Cancer, and the moon, it is at 26 degrees of Pisces, but is a square. Even though that those are emotions, that means that there's going to be a oppositions of what you see towards your inner feelings within the energy, your emotions in there. Could be a conflict with motherhood, or something with that within. Maybe you see the mysteries about your mother. Maybe you never understood things about your mother, or you never understood the mysteries as a mother from within you. But now all this is like, I cannot fix things in the family if I haven't fixed the mysteries from within myself. So midheaven is a sextile with Uranus and the North Node. That's going to be showing you things within you. The universe is going to be kind of like giving you support. But midheaven, it is squaring the sun. Again, authority. Have you solved the conflict between authority and the intuition within you? Probably not. Something that you have to deal within you. So 7 p.m. Now the ascendant is at 16 degrees of Cancer, and the family. There is a beautiful energies there that you see, but you need to correct as a family from within. Neptune, midheaven, the moon, and Jupiter, they all coming together in Pisces. There, 22 degrees, 26 degrees, 27 degrees, 28 degrees. And that is going to be the ignition of Jupiter that's going to be taken off, because that was, is, and it's going to be the next time when the moon and Jupiter meet. There's going to be this beautiful reignitions of fast paced. You just going to see now that you are going to preparing for taking flight from this phoenix that was rising in you. Okay, but right now you have to grow. You have to see through the clouds of the unknown within yourself. So be mindful about this energy. It's going to be very strong, incredibly strong. At 7 p.m., 8 p.m., the midheaven is at 12 degrees of Aries. There is going to be a beautiful trine with Venus and Mercury. There's going to be a beautiful trine with the Sun. And there's going to be a sextile with Mars. So there's going to be a chance as you to look at it, to find this growth between your authority and your warrior. Are you going to grow up, or are you going to make a mess from within yourself, and that's going to lead the mess with others? It's a beautiful energy there this time. The ascendant is at 28 degrees of Cancer, beautiful trine with Jupiter and the moon and Neptune there coming together. Beautiful transformations there. Midheaven is together with Chiron. That is the healing between the authority and the warrior within you. If you using these energies, if you see through the clouds of these energies, then it is the mysteries. So at 9 o'clock, the midheaven is 29 degrees of Aries. There is a beautiful trine with Venus, and there is a sextile with Lilith. Of course, Lilith is again with all these energies because Pluto is in divine energies with Lilith. Fix the Lilith situation from within yourself. So much is with this Lilith. But the ascendant is at 10 degrees of Leo opposing Saturn. Again, it's like these energies are it's opposing the learn the lesson. And for those who are stubborn to learn the lesson, you guys have to understand one thing. You're going against the flow, and or you're not letting it go of something that you need to let it go. Either way, you hold on to our energies. You hold on to our energy that you cannot process from within, or you're holding to an energy that you don't want to let it go. The both ways hurts. And that's what the ascendant and the authority during this time, they have a beautiful trine. You take the authority from within you. Be careful again. It was same situation as yesterday with this authority. Careful what authority you're giving to yourself. So at 10 o'clock, the midheaven goes with Uranus and the North Node. There is a T-square between the ascendant and Saturn, of course. Intensified the energies. Did you learn to be proper authority within you because ascendant is in Leo? That is a beautiful sextile with Mars, and it's a beautiful trine with Venus and Mercury. Did you do that authority within you? However, you still want to kind of like blocking this communications with Mars as authority. You blocking those energies. Why? Because you need to have the right mindset from within you as a sub-self, as a warrior. Otherwise, the warrior may take over your authority, take the charge, and does a incredible damaging things. So a lot of these energies are really, really intense. Moon is at 29 degrees. She's about to cross over. She's working on itself out to get these ignitions, to give this new fire within. Be careful what kind of fire you're dealing with. Fire can burn things, but fire can ignite things. If you're using this fire for destructions, nothing good is coming up. But if you fire the ignition from within you to build something, to develop something, now you're talking about a development from within, because the moon in Jupiter there is sextile with Pluto, transformations on Earth. You're here to transform yourself at the best versions of you. All right, so 11 o'clock midheaven, it's 29 degrees. The ascendant is at 3 degrees of Virgo. The ascendant is squaring the sun. I think pretty much there. It's like this authority feels like left out, abandoned. And what is it going on? This is like the king sitting in its throne, in the throne room, and there is nobody to serve him. He's not anymore the VIP. He's not anymore this authority that is used to be. Is that your old self? Probably is. And you're looking at that old self from within yourself, and you have this intensified situations. Yeah, this warrior within me, it's his fault. I had to get at all this. I didn't listen to intuitions. I didn't cooperate with the intuition. I didn't talk about the love. I didn't make these communications with Venus and so on, because Mars was now in that. You might be reviewing a lot of things of the past. But in these cases, with those situations within, are you learning? Because you need to understand it's not only a process, it's not a life sentence from within yourself. As long as you learn the lesson inside of you. And I'll give you the midnight, because midnight is going to be very interesting, because midheaven, it is exactly in positions, and it's coming together with Mars and square all these situations. My suggestions to you: go before 11 p.m. to go to bed. Don't wait until 12 o'clock and stay up a little bit late for these energies, because those energy are a lot of intense energies, specifically about the authority. You're not happy with the authority within you. You're not happy with the love and the communications. You're not happy with the intuitions. You're not happy with the growth. There is a distorts visions within you. You're not going to find inner peace. Don't overthinking. Look the divine. They tell you to stop the overthinking from within you. That's what this is. Learn your lessons. Okay, whatever your lessons are, learn the lesson within you. Correct yourself, transform yourself from within. So that was it, the astro gravitational report for today. If you guys have some questions, let me know, and I can be able to answer it. And I want to say thank you for guys being here at the chat room. All the forgiveness is the veil. Holy, thank you. Yes, forgiveness. Would you forgive, or you are forgotten to forgive? That is a lot of interesting situation. My authority figure out childhood abuse their authority. I don't wish to exile or fight. Yeah, be careful with the childhood, because a lot of the childhood traumas right now are really coming out of the surface. They either coming up from within you, or they coming in through your child, because that trauma, it's passing from one generation to another. So it could be a lot of this grandparent you and your kids situations. Okay. I keep going to samurai story and allowing the fire of jealousy to almost destroy his wife and mother. This woman was, yeah, that samurai, the angry samurai in there. And in that story of the angry samurai, and it's coming that most of the people don't understand what the angry samurai is. You need to understand the dignity of in its highest form. That's what the samurais sometimes they were this honor in them. They have the honor code they go by. And if you don't honor that code, and that code is against them, that's what they do. They honor the code. The code, you to be a human being, not just situations. And that samurai stories, that's what I'm saying. And a lot of the people don't judge within the look the both two sides on the road. Okay, take a look the both two sides of the story. What are you missing there? That is mysteries. That's what this mysteries is right now. Coming, Maria. Look the both sides. Then, when you have the both sides, I was talking to someone last night, talking about the optimism and and the opposite sides. It's a pessimism inside of it. And when you see this, pessimist says this is impossible, and optimist says why, and the pessimist is like, because I don't see a purpose. And then the optimist says, yeah, but there is it. There is a need for this. How about you and I come in an agreement to build this? Well, let's see how this is going to help. You need to tell me how this is going to help. And if you tell me how this is going to help, I will agree with it. Sure, the optimist shows up how it's meant, and the pessimist sees like, oh yeah, finally there is a value. Now I can approve. What do you approve? What is this? Authority from your sub-selves to want to make sure that the things are within you. And now you can understand the both two sides from within will lead you to the straight forward path. That is the center of the infinity sign. Okay. When you understand in the both energies that they are going into the opposite directions, they meet again, right? That's how it circulates. But you see it. It's inside of you. And the gravity will tell everything. The gravity, the gravitational energies, they're going to be telling you everything. All right. Yes, the center point, the balance. Look at the infinity sign. That is a balance. But balance is always kind of like a disbalance because it needs to be learned. It needs to be involved. And that's what you need to look the way of how you to counterbalance your negative emotions, your positive emotions, you just to be within that balance that brings the peace between both of you. When you're at peace, then things are a little bit different for you. For you, for your partner, for your spouse, for your kids, for your family, for the world. It's all there. All right, guys. If there is no questions, let's share the love and the light here, and we're gonna see each other at 4:30 p.m. at the main channel. I'm still kind of like debating what should be the topic for today, but we'll see. Something will come up. Thank you, Lisa, for sharing the hearts, the gifts. Yes, sending the gifts for everybody. That's perfect. I love that hearts with wrapping as a gift. It gives of unconditional love. So we'll send them to, and here's some fire. Ignition, the fire of the heart within yourself. Thank you, guys. Love you all. Thank you for coming. Blue Swans. Ooh, a lot of pink love. I love the pink love as well. So, love you all. Be good. We'll continue and come back tomorrow. We're going to do some more of the Astro Gravitational report, and we'll see what's coming up tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching it. Be love, and I'll see you tomorrow.